everyone, how's it going? It's Matthew here again, and as you can see, still on my new channel, so thanks again to everyone that's followed me over and subscribed to the new channel. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to go through every time someone subscribes to me, it sends me an email, so I'm trying to go through all of them and either thank the people or subscribe back or whatever, but there's just been so many that if I don't personally thank you, I apologize. But I just wanted to take a quick second and say thanks to everyone for following me to the new channel. So, this is my first pickups video for this new channel. So yeah, we went to Winnipeg, and I'll kind of just go through the order of how I found everything. And in Winnipeg, I actually met with some fellow YouTubers. Their names are Nate and Lester, and most of you probably have heard of them before, but if you haven't, they have a YouTube channel called thriftdweller. They also have a blog, a Facebook page, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'll put a link down to their YouTube channel. Make sure you guys check them out. They're really rad YouTubers. I tried to make a recording of us visiting and talking, and so I could introduce them and all that, but the audio is really quiet. So instead, I'll show you guys a picture of them. So yeah, those are the Thrift Dwellers, Nate and Lester. Great guys. I got to visit with them a little bit, do a little bit of game hunting, but I'm hoping to get a chance to go again into Winnipeg soon, so that I can actually spend like a full day going game hunting with them. So, but yeah, rad dudes, great YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. I'll put the link below. And yeah, so we went to Winnipeg, and I'll kind of just go through everything in the order I found it. So, before I even actually got to Winnipeg, I found two things. And the first one is from Value Village. And it's this. And it unfolds, and it's a Konami Dance Dance Revolution mat. I don't particularly enjoy these games, but my wife does. So, when I seen it, I figured, why not pick it up for her? She enjoys these kind of games. And it was $4. So for a perfectly good working Konami dance mat, $4, why not? So yeah, that was from Value Village. And also, before I went to Winnipeg, I stopped at one garage sale on the Friday. Well, they didn't have any video game stuff except for one game, and it is Pikmin 2. I think she said she was selling it for her daughter. It's in really good shape. Black label. Yeah, it's missing the manual, but it has all the inserts. The game's in really good shape, so I have to find a manual, but I'm not a huge stickler for manuals anyway, so. But yeah, she had it at the garage sale. She was asking $10. I asked her if she'd go any less, because that's pretty high to pay at a garage sale, $10 for a game. But she was firm at 10, so I said why not? Because I think it goes for like 35, 40 bucks, maybe. And so 10 bucks is a pretty good deal, even though it's a little high for a garage sale. But yeah, I picked that up on the Friday at a garage sale for 10 bucks. So Pikmin 2. So then Saturday, me, my sister, and her boyfriend headed into Winnipeg. And the first thing I found is we stopped at a thrift store, and I picked up Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Not sure if I'm even saying that right, but I picked it up. At the time I picked this up, I wasn't collecting for PS2 anymore, but it's fully complete, in great shape. And with Dragon Ball Z games, sometimes they're not worth much, but sometimes they are. This one, I picked it up for $3. So I figured in that good shape for $3 it was worth the risk. I didn't know if it was worth much or anything. My phone is an old school cell phone, so I can't go on the internet and check prices and all that. So kind of just have to go with what I know. But I picked it up for $3, and it turns out it's like a $35 game or something. So I thought that was pretty good. Pretty good gamble, and it paid off. So Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for $3. So after that, we went to a game store called P&P Games, If you guys are familiar with Winnipeg, you'll know that store. And they also sell stuff online, so you might know them even if you haven't been to Winnipeg. But P&P Games, I went in. I didn't find a ton, but one thing I've been kind of trying to look for is more boxed Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance games, just to boost my boxed handheld collection. And I actually found 4 titles that I was interested and happy to get. So first one is Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory. Now I already had the box, so I only bought the cartridge from them, and I think the cartridge was $7. So I got that, and now I have it box complete. Because as I mentioned, I had the box, the manual, and everything. So I just needed the cartridge, so I picked the cartridge up for $7, and now I have it box complete. So Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 Trials to Glory for $7. I also picked up Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Game Boy Advance. I really like this game, but it is hard. I've never really played too much of the Super Nintendo version, but this one I think is pretty much the exact same as the Super Nintendo version. And yeah, even on easy, this game can kick your butt pretty fast, but it's really fun. So it's like Contra. It can be hard, but it's fun. But yeah, I picked up Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Game Boy Advance, box complete for $14. Next, I picked up Oddworld Adventures for the original Game Boy. It's box complete, and this one was $6. So I thought that was more than fair for a box complete Game Boy game. And I enjoy the Oddworld games. I haven't played this handheld version, so I don't know if it's any good. But yeah, I enjoy Oddworld games. I enjoy box complete games. So for $6, it was a pretty easy choice. So pick that up. Now, the last game that I got at P&P Games is F-Zero GP Legend for the Game Boy Advance. And I'm not sure if this is going to show up or not, but it's factory sealed. It has the Y seam on the side and the proper seal and everything. So it's factory sealed, F-Zero GP Legend. I enjoy the F-Zero games. Captain Falcon is one of my favorite characters, especially for Super Smash Bros. So more than happy to pick it up. Great shape, no dents or dings or anything. It's cool that it's factory sealed. If I get the urge to play it, I will unwrap it, but until I get the urge, I'll just leave it sealed. And this one was only $9. So I thought for $9 that was a pretty fair price for the game. Next, I went to 2 indoor flea markets. The first one I didn't find anything. And then the second one that we went to, that's where we met with Nate and Lester from Thrift Dwellers, as I mentioned earlier. We met them there, and right as we were meeting them, they were buying something that was really cool, really amazing. And I was kind of like, oh, I should have got here sooner. But I know that Nate will actually appreciate it more than I would, so I'm happy that he picked it up. And to find out what it was, make sure you go to their channel, and I'll either link to the exact video or go to their channel and I'm sure you'll see it. But yeah, so he found something amazing, and we kind of talked for a bit, and then I kind of tried to do the loop because it's like I had like 15 minutes before they were closing up. So I wanted to see if there was anything there, and yeah, I found 2 things there. And the first one is a Game Boy Color. It's the Pokemon edition. So it's yellow, it's got some Pokemon, different colored buttons, and it's got the blue on the back. And I believe it has batteries. Yeah, so works great. It's got the battery cover, which is nice, and it's in really good shape. I saw this. The guy was asking $35 for it. I asked if he'd take 30 cash, and he said no problem. So I thought that was a fair price. I always wanted one of these, but I never seen them for like under $50, and I wasn't ready to pay that. So $30 I thought was fair enough. Pay it, buy it, and yeah, I think it's cool to add to the collection. So yeah, Game Boy Color Pokemon Edition for $30. And the only other thing that I got from a vendor there is this bad boy. And that is a box complete Nintendo 64 V3 FX racing wheel. Now, I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it says it's the limited edition Stealth Black model. I'm not sure how much of a limited edition it was, whether that means like 10,000 or 100,000 or however much, so I'm not too worried about it though. I don't really use steering wheels that much. Now that I bought one, I'll probably try it out with games. Not Carmageddon 64 though, because the game is terrible. But other racing games, I will probably try this out just to see what it's like. But the main reason I picked it up is because it's the Nintendo 64 licensed one. So I thought that was cool. And I like box Nintendo accessories, so I thought it was pretty good. The box, everything's in really good shape, except the box, you can tell, it's not water damaged, but it's kind of wavy. So I'm guessing that at some point it was stored somewhere with moisture or something. So the box itself is a little bit wavy, but there's no actual water damage showing. So yeah, but it's fully complete in there. Looks like it wasn't even really used. It's got the manual and everything else there, so great shape. And this, the guy was asking 45 bucks. I really didn't want to spend that. Like, I like box accessories, but it's one that I probably won't use that much. So in the end, I talked him down to 30. I don't think he was too happy, but he sold it for 30, and that was probably the highest I was going to go on it anyway. So for 30 bucks, I don't think that's too bad. I think it goes for like 35, maybe 40 on a good day. I'm not sure. But 30 bucks, happy to add it to the collection. Yeah, box steering wheel accessory for the N64. So yeah, that's what I got from the thrift stores, the video game stores, and the indoor flea markets. I did get one more thing, and as I mentioned, I met up with Nate and Lester, and Nate was kind enough to sell this to me. He had an extra one. It's in really good shape, and that is The Legend of Zelda. So as you can see, the box is in quite good shape, and it's got the instruction manual and everything. Perfect, great shape. Styrofoam, the cart's in great shape. It's really good, nice copy. Because he had seen that I had a boxed Adventure of Link, but I didn't have the first one, which is regarded as the better one. So yeah, he asked if I was interested. I said sure, and he gave it to me for 15 bucks. So I highly doubt that I would actually find this at a vendor or anywhere else for 15 bucks. So again, Nate, that's really awesome of you. I really do appreciate it. It's going on the collection right beside the other one, and I already have something that I think you're interested in, so I'll make sure to hook you up with the deal on that next time I'm in Winnipeg. So yeah, probably the best deal I got of the day. The Legend of Zelda, box complete. I think it's missing one of the maps or something, but I'm not really that worried about it. Anyway, Legend of Zelda, boxed, pretty much complete, awesome shape from Nate for 15 bucks. So really can't complain. I think that's really the deal of the day. So yeah, that's my Winnipeg road trip video game finds. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for following me to this new channel. I appreciate it all, and have a good one. I'm sure I'll see you guys soon with another video, so later.